Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. I'm so excited for this video. I just got in the mail the Colourpop Candyland collaboration, the Colourpop Land collection. I don't usually show PR boxes on camera because I just recycle them and move on with my life. I don't feel like it's something to brag about or anything, but look how massive this is. This is by far the largest Colourpop collection I've personally ever received. It's so big, and not only did it include the whole collection, it included like the actual game. Like I have the cute little pieces, it has the cards, we have the whole board game chilling in here. It's so cute. I freaking loved Candyland as a kid, and I know that's not like, oh, I'm so special, I loved Candyland, like everybody loved Candyland, but I loved Candyland. It was like my favorite board game as a small child, and this just brings me back to just my childhood. It's such a cute theme. All the details of this collection are so cute. You'll see it in all the close-ups when I go in and break everything down, but every detail of the packaging is adorable. Colourpop is always good with their packaging, but something about this collection in particular is just so freaking adorable. This collection is getting launched on the day that I'm uploading this on August 13th. It's a Thursday, and I believe it's at 10 a.m. PST, so I'm aiming to get this up like an hour or so beforehand. I do have a discount code with Colourpop. It's 5BeautyBean. It saves you $5. It's not an affiliate code. I don't make any commission. It's more so just a way for Colourpop to see like if you were sent to them by me. Can't promise that code will work on this collection. Sometimes exclusions apply with new collections, but if you're planning on picking something up, you might as well try it out. All right, let's break down the collection really quick, and then we will get into this look and creating it. The first part of the collection are these cute little face milks. I've never tried these before. I'm really excited that I finally get to. These are technically through Fourth Ray Beauty, but it's a sister brand of Colourpop, and sometimes Fourth Ray Beauty products get put into the mix as well. We have the coconut face milk, the papaya face milk, and the watermelon face milk. They all smell divine. I mention it later in the video. I can't really give you a thorough idea on how I feel about these just yet because I need to use them for a longer period of time, but so far they feel really moisturizing and I love the scents. They're so yummy. Next up are the cutest blushes. These are some new Super Shock cheeks with the gumdrops all over them. It's so stinking cute. I definitely prefer Colourpop's pressed blush formula, but I have no problems with the Super Shock formula. It's just less preferred versus the pressed. These shades in this collection are Jolly, which is definitely like the most eye-catching to me. This is the one I almost wore today, but I decided to wear a different one. Next is Gumdrop Pass, which is kind of more of a cool toned, almost leaning purple-ish kind of tone. It's really cute. Not my preference out of the three, but it's still a cute color. I don't have issues with it. It's just my least favorite. And finally, Gummy More, which is the one I'm wearing today. Very soft and glowy. It's a really nice, I feel like, topper. This could also even make a really nice subtle highlight on deeper skin tones. Touching on that really quick, I will say I don't feel like this is the most inclusive collection. I don't think super deep skin tones will have the best time with this, but at the same time I could say that for most pastel themed collections, but I do feel like Colourpop does need to step up their game like really soon and release some more things that are geared towards darker skin. They've released a lot of light focused collections lately, and I really hope to see some change with that. Next we have this Queen Frostine Pixi Puff Highlight. It comes with this cute big puff and it's just this massive thing. I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but it's such a cute packaging. I freaking loved Queen Frostine. Queen Frostine and Mr. Mint were always my favorite characters. I don't know why. I just loved the peppermint and the ice cream. It was so cute. But yeah, it comes in this big tub. It's a loose highlight. You could use the powder puff to dust all over your body, or you could use a brush like I did for my cheeks and move on with your life. Next we have 3 glowing lip balms. I'm always up for anything glowy and hydrating for the lips. This is so up my alley. I love the idea of these. The first shade is Let's Chill, which is a little bit more of a warmer, brighter pink, but none of these are going to be super pigmented. They're all more on the sheer side. Mr. Mint is a little bit more of like, almost like a peachy coral kind of color. This is the one I almost wanted to wear, but I felt like the one that I picked suited my eye look a little bit better, but again, it doesn't really matter because they're all a little more on the sheer side anyway. And finally, Peppermint Frost, which is the one I'm wearing. It's just like a nice neutral kind of cool toned leaning pink. It's really cute and it's just the one that I picked for today. The final lip product is the Roller Gloss. I did top a little of this on top of that lip balm just for the sake of doing it. It's so freaking cute. It's very just like old school roller gloss. It's so stinking cute. I just love it. This one is clear, so you're not going to expect any kind of color payoff. There's no sparkle or anything like that in it. It's simply just like a clear roller gloss. And finally, the palette. This is the Candy Castle palettes. Definitely a pastel leaning palette. The packaging is so stinking cute. I love the sprinkles all over the inside. The colors on the inside, they're cute, but it's also just not the most exciting Colourpop palette I've ever seen in my life. It's not the worst. It's just kind of like, I'm neutral about it, you know? I don't love that there are a lot of sequin shadows, which through Colourpop, those are the shadows that are matte that have glitter in them, because the glitter doesn't really show up, but at the same time, sometimes it sticks around a little bit if you use them in your crease. It's just not my favorite type of shadow. I just feel like it's kind of pointless. I'd rather just a full-on matte or a full-on shimmer. Very thankful there's no pressed glitters in this. That makes me really happy though. So yeah, that's the breakdown of all the products in this collection. I'm really excited about playing with them with you guys and just chatting about them down below. We can reminisce about Candyland. Who was your favorite Candyland character? I have to know. I also really loved Mr. Licorice, or whatever his name was, the bad guy. I really liked him as well. Okay, anyways, let's just move on and create this look, and I will give you my thoughts thus far at the end of the video. Hi, hello. I'm pumped to dive into this. The nostalgia radiating off of me right now is just too much. I'm so excited to play with these goodies. I did prep with one of the face milks. I went with the watermelon one, mostly because I liked the smell the best. I've never used one of these face milks before. It felt really nice and moisturizing, but I can't really tell you for sure how I feel about these until I've used them like multiple times. So just stay tuned for my like PR roundup review the beginning of next month for more thoughts on those. But so far so good. My makeup applied nicely on it. So far I have primer, foundation, concealer, powder. I skipped cream blush. I do have a little bit of cream highlight on, and I did put bronzer on. But everything else is going to be with this Colourpop stuff. We have 3 blushes to choose from. I think I want to go with Gummy More as my blush today. I haven't used a Super Shock Cheek in a long time. I'm excited to. Sometimes I use a beauty sponge with these. Sometimes I just go in with a brush. Today I'm just going to go in with a brush and just start pouncing that on. I know this one's a little bit more sheer. I liked the glowy aspect to it, so. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, it smells like gummies. It smells like gummies. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be smelling everything in this collection to see if it all smells like candy now. I like the look of that on my cheek though. It's very soft, like a really soft glow. I know I usually go for much more powerful of a blush moment, but that's really, it's lovely. This could also be just a nice blush topper as well. If I want a little more glow to maybe a matte blush, this would probably be great for something like that. I feel like when Colourpop releases glosses or just glowy lip products in general and blushes, that's what gets me the most excited. Still gonna pop a little on the nose, even though it's not the most like pigmented blush. I literally can't not blush my nose. That's who I am. And now for highlight, we have this bad boy. This is the Queen Frostine Pixi Puff Highlight. It came with this cute puff. I figured maybe we'd use the puff to like put it on my shoulders or something for fun, and then I'll just use the brush for my cheeks because that's not fitting on my face. Oh, this is messy, isn't it? This is a very messy concoction of things. All right, let's dip my little brush in. This is my Kaleidos H1 brush. And we're gonna pop that on the cheekbones. It might be too dark for my skin, we will see. No, I think that's actually okay. Wait, I didn't smell it yet. It smells like cake frosting. The fact that everything is seeming to smell like the sweet that accompanies it makes me really, really thrilled. It's a really pretty highlight. It might not be like my most blinding highlight I've ever used, but it's a nice color. Doesn't seem to be leaving a dark cast. This seems okay for me. This is probably like the threshold of like the darkest I could possibly do, but that's okay because that means this will work for a lot more people. All right, let's put some of this on this powder puff and pat it around my shoulder. I've never used like a giant powder puff like this in my life. It's really cute on my shoulders. Again, it's not like the most impactful thing, but it serves its purpose, and I'm loving the smells so much. Oh my gosh, this thing is messy though. There is powder everywhere in front of me, and I just cleaned this desk yesterday. That's it for face. Everything else is just lips and eyes. So I'm just gonna quickly set my face with my Pixi Glow Mist, and then we will move on to eyeshadow. So I honestly have no clue what direction I'm gonna go with this eye look. I really want to play with this pretty purple. I'll definitely pop that in the inner corner. Gloppy honestly looks really pretty. It's a nice deep chocolate brown. I didn't smell the palette yet. Definitely smells of candy. Like just straight up Halloween bag of candy, you stuck your whole face in there. That's what it smells like. I don't know what I'm gonna do though. I think I really do want to play with the yellow and maybe the green in the crease, even though they have glitter in them. But I also don't want glitter in my crease, but there's only a couple true mattes. Guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll figure it out. This is my Smashbox Lid Primer in Light, my favorite eyeshadow primer. Just going to blend that all over the lid. Since this is more of a pastel palette, I would probably recommend using a white eyeshadow base. I just don't personally have one. My only white base I have is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, the white one. It's not my favorite thing to use as a base, so I'm just gonna try this out with my favorite eyeshadow base, because a lot of my pastel palettes I'm able to make work with this anyways, but as a general rule, the pastels are gonna pop a little bit more or a lot more on top of a white base. Okay, let's take Grandma Nut. I think that's just gonna be one of the best options for my crease. I'm gonna take it on this Kaleidos brush. It's the, what are you called? The S2. Just a fluffy blending brush. I'm going to start working that through my crease. There's so much candy smell. I really like it. If you're someone who's like sensitive to scents and don't like scented makeup products, you might not like this. But I think it's very joyful. It's not the most powerful scent. I can definitely tell it's there, but it's not blowing me away or anything like that. I don't know, it's a cute touch. Adds to the experience. This is a lovely shade of pink. I think that's really cute. I'm gonna just run that under my lower lash as well, because why not? I am building this up a good amount in the outer corner because I do want this slightly winged out, as I do with most of my eye looks. And just building and blending things out. Such a pretty color. Love that shade of pink. I do want to take a little bit of Gloppy. I kind of want to press that in the outer third of my lid. I'm not going to use glitter primer because I don't want to risk that making it hard to do any blending. But if I need to and I really want that sparkle to show up, maybe I'll go in with some glitter primer. We shall see. For now, I'm mostly just concentrating on adding some depth in this outer corner. It's such a good brown color. I like that tone. It's not too often that a brown gets me excited. I just think this is a really pretty shade of brown. And if I can find a good middle ground of being able to deepen up the crease and blend it out without it looking too sparkly while also maintaining some sparkle on the lid, I'll be a happy girl. Yeah, the sparkle's kind of just dusting away like rather quickly, and I'm not even blending yet, so you can probably go into most of these expecting them to just look mostly matte, but I'd also say just go into it expecting maybe some sparkle to stick around, just in case you're totally against that, which I kind of am. I don't love sparkle in my crease, but it seems to be dusting away enough for my liking. All right, gonna take that brush I just had, that first blending brush. No additional product. I'm just gonna start working on buffing this outer corner so it can blend out nicer. I feel like the brown is kind of like not wanting to stick to my lid out there. Do you see this kind of gap down here? That's not gonna keep me happy. We need to fix that. In the meantime though, I'm just gonna worry about blending the outer edge. I will repack some brown on later. I just wanted you to be aware that that little moment was kind of happening. Which I don't usually have an issue with layering Colourpop shadows on top of each other, so that's odd, that's new. I'm just gonna go in with my finger right there on the lid, just to try to press some more of that in without dusting it away too much. Using your finger, that sparkle shows through a lot more, but that's gonna get dusted away here in a second when I go back through and start blending the outer corner some more. Yeah, it's really not wanting to stick out there. Maybe I'll have to do like something funky with one of these shadows as a winged liner. That might be kind of cute. I think I'm gonna put Rainbow Trail on the rest of my lid. I was gonna do the purple, but I think I might do that purple as a winged liner. So let's go with Rainbow Trail. And I'm gonna use my finger again, just because I really do kind of want a little of that sparkle to show through. And these sequins shadows, as Colourpop calls them, seem to do better with sticking around if you use your finger. Just gonna take that first blending brush again, just to lightly dust where. Ooh, well that dusted that green right off, didn't it? So far this palette is not making me very happy. I feel like individually these shadows are really cute, but working with them together is not working so well. Looks like I'm just gonna keep that a little bit more cut and separate because blending them is not really an option. I'm going in now with just a little bit more of that brush that I had the brown on. I didn't dip in for any extra product, and I'm not trying to do a lot of blending necessarily. I'm just trying to get these to fade nicer. I'm gonna put a little of that green on the clean side of that brush just so I can kind of go back and forth just to get enough of a gradient. There we go, that seems to be a bit better. I feel like the trick with this palette might just be very light-handed, like don't do a whole lot of motions. Haven't really had to change up my technique with Colourpop shadows before, so this is new. For that winged liner, I'm just gonna take this angled brush. It's the e.l.f. J. Kissa J5 brush. I'm going to take a little NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm just going to kind of roughly outline a winged liner shape. I like to use glitter primer with all of my shimmers because I find that things just stick better. And especially with doing more precise things such as this or a cut crease, I feel like it just allows me to be a bit more precise. All right, dipping into Plumpy. These names are filling me with so much joy. Oh my goodness. All right, let's draw this winged liner and hope for the best. I can't tell if this is a Super Shock shimmer. Does it say so on the back? No, it doesn't specify that this is a Super Shock shadow, but regardless, I like their Super Shocks. I like their regular shimmer formula, so I don't see this going wrong necessarily. And I say this all the time, if you're someone who struggles with winged liner, practice with shadow. It doesn't have to be a color, it could be black. But I feel like it's a lot more forgiving and it can be a lot easier to kind of nail down what shape you like for your eye with less commitment of dealing with getting rid of black eyeliner if you kind of fail at it. It took me a long time to master it, and if I would have been practicing with shadow, it might not have been as difficult of a time. Okay, but like that's actually quite cute as a liner. I'm really liking this finished look. I had to go in very delicately with these shadows so they wouldn't dust away. Let's take Sugar High now, and of course that's gonna go in my inner corner while that very loud truck drives by. Thank you very much. Can't go without my inner corner highlight. I feel like it just really completes my look. I really like this final look. It's really pretty. I don't know. It's like on one hand I'm really happy with this look, but on the other hand I didn't like that I had to deal with things dusting away. But okay, I'm going to repeat this on the other eye. I'll throw on my lashes, liner. I haven't decided which of these tinted lip balms I'm going to wear or if I'm going to do the gloss. Maybe I'll do both. I'll figure it out when I get back and I will show you. All right, this is the finished look. I think it's really pretty. And again, like on one hand I really like how the look came out, but those shadows, they just dust away very easy. So if you pick up this palette, just go in with light hands. Don't try to be too aggressive. The eye pencil I paired with this is Mint Cream from NYX, just to kind of go with that minty shade on my lid. The lashes I went with are from MOTD Cosmetics. They're called Posh. I don't think these are available anymore, but I just wanted small, slightly winged out lashes for this look. And the Colourpop lip balm I went with is called Peppermint Frost. These don't really have much of a scent. Like I can smell a little bit of a candy smell, but this is definitely the most muted out of everything, which was kind of surprising because I thought the lip balm would have more of a scent. But that's what this shade looks like, and I figured I would really quick top the roller gloss on top of it. This smells so good, like fruity candy. Oh, it's yummy. Okay. Oh, this is so funny. I feel like I'm in middle school, and I didn't even wear roller gloss in middle school. It added a nice little shine, but I feel like they were already kind of shiny. I'll have to play with this like by itself sometime. But it felt really nice. I liked the cooling sensation of the roller ball. But yeah, this is my look. I guess I will zoom you guys out and we will chat more in detail about everything that I tried, and I'll give you my thoughts thus far. All right, that's it. Whew, we made it through. Quick, just speed thoughts. I can't really say much more about the face milks because I'm still feeling them out. I have to use them for a longer period of time. I think the Super Shock cheeks are cute. The one that I wore is really pretty and glowy. I'm definitely going to play with the other two, and I'll have more thoughts in my roundup review. PR new makeup releases early next month. The blushes and the lip products are my favorite part of this collection so far. The highlight's really pretty. I like the way it looks on my skin. It's very messy, so I'm probably not gonna reach for it all the time, but it is really cute, and I could see myself pulling it out if I specifically want stuff for my body because it'll give me an excuse to use this cute puff. The palette isn't my favorite. I really like the two shimmer shadows in here a lot, and the straight up matte shadow that I played with, Grandma Nut, is really cute, but I don't love the sequin shadows. It's not my favorite kind of formula from Colourpop, and I did find these dusted away really quick, which you guys saw as I was applying them. It wasn't like a horrible disaster or anything. I just had to be a little more careful and pack it back on. It wasn't the end of the world, but it is something to be aware of. It's definitely use a light touch kind of palette. Overall, it's not a horrible palette. It's not my favorite. If anything, I'll mostly keep it around just because it's freaking adorable. I'm really excited about these lip balms. I can definitely see pulling these out because they feel super moisturizing, and I'm always down to wear something that's just glowy and sheer and I can just pop on without thinking about it. And same thoughts go for the roller gloss. I don't know how often I'll actually pick this up because I do have other clear glosses I like more, Not even necessarily more, just I have other clear glosses. So I can't guarantee I'll pick this one up all the time, but it's very cute. It makes me feel so fun using this type of product. So I'm sure I'll use it. It's nice and I really like the smell. I love all the smells. Everything smells like candy. It's very fun. I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you guys plan on picking this up? Are you excited about this collection? Are you gonna pass on it? Are you like me and you're just super sucked into the nostalgia? I just love the theming. It's adorable. I love a good theme. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a sweet emoji, something like candy or dessert, something like that. If you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's Beauty and follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Please make sure you're continuing to stay informed with Black Lives Matter. There's a link in my description box that will take you to resources and ways in which you can help. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.